Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahabashim Yal Shabashim Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles at the S, the elders, the bishops, on down. Men, women, and children that believe are the 1/3 throughout the four corners of the earth. And also the Israelite foreigners coming back into the fold, whose father lines go back to Jacob, that's coming into the fold. Now, I've been meditating on this topic for a couple of days now, just, going through life and going through the spirit. And a couple of my friends, I ain't gonna mention no names or whatever, but it's like 4 of them though, and they all got this, like, not a problem, but they all got this like issue, that kind of bothers them, and I was like, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a video on this. And so I've been meditating on it, like, damn, should I do this video? And the pointers I'm gonna bring out, because it could be a touchy topic, but I'm gonna call this one children. I could name it many things. Children is children. That I'm gonna just call this one children, or something pertaining to family, but mainly children, right? So, what's going on? Kids, we live, the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply, right? So everything starts from the Father. We put on this earth to procreate. The Lord said that many times throughout the scriptures, be fruitful and multiply. That's why, your rod get hard in the morning. You get morning wood. You talking to a pretty girl, you get erected. You got this urge, to bust a nut, which means to have children, right? But it's a way you go about it, right? We had arranged marriages, we didn't commit adultery, and we wanted to know the background that, our women came from. And, you go into the scriptures, a woman didn't have children or get married, that was like a curse. If she didn't have children, or didn't get married, she was still stuck in her father's house forever. So, but now today, to make that sacrifice, because what? Life for men is great. If, we in hell, of course, in this society, but you can always make things worse. When a man is on his own, and men be on their own for the most part, right? And men are minimalists. Well, you supposed to be. We Israel, we could stunt, but let's cut it out. We do a lot of that for the women, And the scriptures, it says, I got alligator shoes and all that shit. But really, jewelry and gold teeth and shit. If you keep it funky, I was showing off for the bitches. You do it for yourself too, But really, men don't really be into shit like that. Really, I kind of regret buying some of that shit and wish I saved my money. Which I did save some of it, but you be like, yo, this shit, after a while it don't define you. But you do it to attract the opposite sex, and women, they do a lot. They wear makeup and all that shit on to attract the opposite sex, because part of our creation is to procreate, right? That's why there's more women on this earth than men, and two men can repopulate a whole town within a few months, having sex every day, right? So now everything has been reversed, right? I'm going to get this scripture. Surely the turning of things upside down. I believe it's Isaiah 29:15. 16, right? Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For the work of him that made it have he made Salakia. Said the potter's clay. I'm going to bring that back. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing that framed it say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? Right? So Esau, the powers that be, these devils that's ruling, has took the natural way and have flipped things upside down. Mainly a lot, through the women, right? And the Lord also say, I think it's 16:6, seek ye the old path, right? What's the old path? 16:6. 6 and 16. I think it's Jeremiah 16:6, 6 and 16. Yeah. I had it backwards. Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the way, which is his truth, and seek ye the old path, which is the good way, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls. But you say, we shall not walk therein. And the old paths is like the old traditional ways, right? But men are still traditional, because men are still men. We work, we have sex with women, we fight, we territorial. Men is kind of still the same. I mean, the homosexuality thing came in. That's not natural of a man's masculine. But if you check men out, men is really basically the same. It's the woman that's actually changed when you look at it. With the invention of birth control, DNA testing and stuff like that, they found out, because it was consequences of being a whore, and being out there. But now they was able to be a whore without have to worry about getting pregnant, without have to worry about who's the father, who's not the father, without have to worry about these different finances, right? So that was like the wickedest invention since the nuclear bomb, you ask me. Birth control, that, and abortions and shit like that have sent these women on a whoring spree, because now they was able to be men. Oh, I could lay down with all these dudes and not get pregnant or abort the baby. Or if I do get pregnant, I know who I'll lay down with. I could just have all 5 of them come in for a DNA test, stick the kid on them, get government assistance, get child support, and I could still go out hoeing. So shit has been reverse. But men still got in their motherfucking head, because it's in our nature. Don't get it wrong, I ain't knocking it, but it's in a man's nature to want to care for women and children. That's how you get caught up in that step. I'm heavily against that stepdad shit. I don't think it's wise to be a father or have kids in this world, but stepdad, I'm have brothers know me, I do not push that shit at all, right? But you deal with a woman, especially if she over 30, 25, she got a crumb snatcher somewhere, and you meet a kid, you naturally, especially if they're young, you naturally cleave unto them. You naturally, because you remember yourself at that age, damn, I wish I had a dude to come along, be my dad or some shit, right? So it's in a man's nature to want to care for women and children. But the roles have been reversed. This devil done fucked shit up, right? So now, look, that's what I was going into, man. Life is fucking beautiful. Even in this hellhole, man, the Lord blessed Jake to be able to do certain things, man. You could get you up. It's all about your peace. See, men are people of peace, right? That's why we throw up the deuces. You know, the 5%ers, they might say peace, God. In Islam, they say assalamu alaikum, may peace be upon you. I'm not condoning these religions and saying follow them, but I'm just using this example. In the Hebrew, we say shalom, which means peace, right? And Jerusalem, the city of peace, right? So, or we might say peace out, or we greet each other, shalom, peace, you know, or you might say, all right, y'all, get up with y'all later, peace out, right? So the worst thing you could do to a man is destroy his motherfucking peace. And how you destroy his peace? Well, really, men got to take accountability. Because we wind up getting with these women. Yeah, get with a woman, get with her. You don't got to fucking move in with her. Do the Martin and Gina thing. But once you have kids, it's a little different. It's better that your kids be raised in a 2-parent household once you have children. But you meet a woman, you like her, cool. Man, I moved with a chick once. I was young as hell though, maybe like from like 18 to like 24. Man, that shit was fucking hell. It was hell. So if you want to keep and maintain your peace, don't cohabitate. Look, have her come over when you ready, not when she ready. Right? Because a lot of times these women invite yourself to your shit. Be like, yo, I'm doing something. And that keep them on their toes. They think like, oh, it creates mystery. Oh, is he with a girl? Is he this and that? Like, yo, I'm studying. I'm doing something. Now, I mean, because Eve would sometimes just invite herself willingly. And you be like, yo, what you doing? Like, you know what I mean? So, and really they try to... A lot of times Eve do that to try to, she hovers around you to make sure you're not fucking with nobody else. That's her way. You know, these women deal with a lot of insecurities, man. That's her way of knowing that you ain't fucking with nobody. They be like, oh, he worked from this time to this time, and he's off at this time, so I'm coming over to make sure you ain't talking to no bitch or got no bitch over there. So you gotta tell Eve sometime like, nah, I'll see you next week. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Not like that, but you gotta create distance. Or you're gonna destroy your peace. Another way you destroy your peace, you get with these chicks, you wind up having kids with them, and what they wind up doing, they use the kids, because the most important thing to a woman is her feelings. We're going to hit some more scriptures, but I got to break this down. The most important thing to a woman is her feelings, how she feel. That's more important to God, you, her mother, the kids. Her main goal is to protect her feelings. You got that? So, if it takes her using that kid as a pawn to get you to do what she wants you to do, or telling that kid, or her getting back at you, she will sacrifice that motherfucking kid. Your daughter, your son, to get back at you. And you like, wow, how could she be so cold? Because it's all about her feelings. A woman to stop being a mother for a few hours. Listen, I'm not, you know, if she's in her feelings, she'll neglect them goddamn kids. Deny them of her father, whatever she got to do, just to protect her feelings or to get back at you. Right? So, listen, brothers, we already in captivity. Life is already hard. Why do you want to complicate it, right? You go put yourself in a deeper captivity. You know, I was watching a brother, Coach Greg Adams. He called being in a relationship the plantation. Why is the plantation? Because you can't do nothing. You live with Eve, you ain't spending the night out. Maybe once in a while. And even when you do, she gonna be calling you. Trying to listen in the back. Trying to, could you put it on FaceTime and all of that? It's try to see who's around. Hey man, one brother, good friend of mine, his woman came to, we had like this little hideout honeycomb apartment we used to kick it in. You know, we did scripture study, chill. It was a little, Jake got these little side apartments in the hood and shit. Man, this brother woman came there one time, never forget it. Banging on the door, crazy. I guess he wasn't answering the phone. He finally opened it and let her in. He thought it was funny, but I'm looking at her like, yo, this motherfucker wildin'. She said hello to us or whatever, but she was shocked that we was in there. But when he opened and she saw us, so she she looked at dumb as hell, but still, she kind of walked through the apartment. It wasn't a big apartment. I think it was like 2 rooms back there or some shit. And looked real quick to see if it was a bitch there. Then he laughed at her like, you dumb as hell, you feel dumb as hell, and she left. So the point is this. These women will destroy your fucking peace. And when a man don't have his peace, you can't focus. And when you can't focus, you ain't going to be able to get shit done. Even with the Lord, it's going to throw your whole shit off. So one main thing with men is what? Our peace. You want to keep your peace, man. Even when you checked it out in the ancient world, women had their own chambers. You would call them. You ain't stay in close proximities with them. So with these, that's what I was gonna bring out. The fucking man cave. You got dudes. And you can't really blame a woman. Man, you dudes gotta take some fucking accountability, man. Y'all be getting with these chicks. Y'all don't have no backbone. Y'all don't tell these chicks what it is. But you be so fucking thirsty to lay with them. You be so thirsty to get a piece of ass that you compromise your standards, your rules to please her. To get validated by her. So it's is you dudes' fault too for not putting Eve in line. Some dudes freeze up to a beautiful woman, a pretty smile and a fat ass. They ain't even got to look all that good, right? You ever see the dude talk to Eve and he start stuttering? Soon as he could be an intelligent guy, very inquisitive, speaks so eloquent. But when she step in front of his face, he start, yeah, or he starts saying dumb shit. Even she start to chuckle. You're so stupid. I meant to say, dudes' brains fucking freeze, But let's get back to the scriptures, man. Because these kids, right, nowadays, the Lord said, the love of many shall wax cold. These kids are turning into fucking demons. 2 Ezra 5:8, menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And you got to take it in consideration that your kid, your son, your daughter might be a fucking demon. A wicked ass nigga or a wicked ass little hoe. Now, you don't want to call him that, but I'm keeping it funky. I'm keeping it real. I'm being straight up. Now, you might think, I could set him straight. I'm going to take him from his mother. Some boys in the hood shit. I'm going to take him from his mother. He going to stay with me. I'm going to set him straight. But you ain't going to set that little nigga straight. You got a little daughter, you ain't going to set her fucking straight. They are who the fuck they are, right? Some of them got straight up wicked ass spirits on them. And your ass is at work all the fucking time. Right? You might work 10 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week, because nobody do 40 hours no more. Right? Then you come home and then your kids play the role. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. And she was just sucking dick, getting her fucking back blown out. Her fucking boyfriend might be under the bed. We was doing shit like that. Like, the curses is the curses. The elect is the elect. Now, the Lord could save your family based on the strength of you. But you got to deal with reality, right? Yin Yang Twins got a song called Your Daughter Love That D-I-C-K. I'm going to try to not be so vulgar. Check that song out. Yin Yang Twins, Your Daughter Love That, and he gonna break it down to you. Listen to the hook. Listen to the verses, especially the verses. Now, where we at? 21 minutes in. This is gonna be a little long. I'm gonna try to make it a little shorter, but I got some scriptures ahead. Your son might just be a little nigger. Especially if you got a stepson. Because your stepson carry the image and light of his father. And if you check out the niggers that these women be having babies with, say I decided to be a stepdad, right? Say, at least you want to be a stepdad to like a man of honor. Like, well, yeah, his father, he fought hard in life. He got his education or whatever. He wasn't a street guy. He wasn't thuggo. He was a well-mannered man, this and that. And, things didn't work out. He wound up, getting sick, and, although we was broke up, later on in life, he got sick and died, but his father was, no. These women be having babies with the worst niggas. Nino Brown type niggas. And these kids carry the DNA, the light, because when you break DNA down, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is the nucleus, deoxy, God, rabbi, master, nucleus acid, the center of the fire. Fire is light, right? So I could have did a lot better with that. But that's just a summary, right? These kids carry the light of their father. A lot of times, if they don't look like their father, they act and behave. Or if you knew how their father lived and how his life was, their life you'd be like, yo, this nigga life is like a split image of his father. Hella women pregnant, babies everywhere, in and out of jail, shooting and killing niggas. He might even got his laugh. He might got his attitude. He be like, damn, this motherfucker. I got a cousin. I just thought like, yo, this nigga, he's named after his father, looked like his father. And the same thing his father amounted to, he's like going in that same fucking direction. His mother just cut him off. Paid for his his schooling and used to give him money and shit. His mother like, man, fuck you, nigga. I ain't giving you shit. Don't ask me, don't call me for nothing. And that's what I'm getting down to the bottom of. Now, let me get Deuteronomy 21. Let's get the law on the rebellious son. Let's hit some precepts before we close this out. Because I am on my break time. Deuteronomy 21. Yeah, man. Do for your kids. Do right by them. But if they turn out to be little niggas, fuck them. I'll see. You might think, oh, you ain't got no kids. It's easy for you to say that. Listen, I'm not no emotional bitch ass, oh, the kids, this and that. Listen, coming into this truth, I said fuck a lot of shit. Because, you know, a couple guys be telling me that, oh, you ain't got no kids, though. That's why you can say that. Look, I wouldn't give a fuck. You got to know yourself. You got to know what spirit the Lord put on you. I tell my kids from young, from soon as they can understand, look, you going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. If you turn out to be a little fucking nigga, you know what I mean? I'll be, you know, the woman I'm with probably like, damn, you know what I mean? And then you got, your woman supposed to back you, man. You know? Or just not get involved. She ain't supposed to, don't tell him that. Don't listen to your dad. Give me my son and all that shit. These rebellious ass women, you got to stop breeding with them. That's when that Isaiah 4:1 come in. Stop dealing with them. That's what this passport bro shit and all this about. Because dudes is tired of these rebellious ass women. You deal with your son. Sirach 3 tell you how to do it. I ain't going to hit it because that's a whole nother can of worms. But yeah, man. You tell them. I tell them from young. You gonna keep your legs cold? I don't want to see you around no fucking boys. You know? You dress like a lady, you act like a lady. Tell your son, listen, you grow up to be a little nigga, I'm kicking you the fuck out my house. You want to dance with the devil? That's what the fuck you gonna do. And when Satan chew your ass up, don't bring your bitch ass back here. Unless you're ready to repent and serve the Lord. If you ain't ready to do that, get the fuck out of here. Then a mother might cry because they were... But kids is not... They supposed to be the betterment of you. But now these little motherfuckers is a curse. Deuteronomy 21... and 18, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, because that's the order. It said the father first. Or the voice of his mother, and that whom they have, when they have chastised him, will not hearken unto them. Because you could punch your son. You could, like, punch him in. That motherfucker might be bigger than you. He might be tougher than you. Remember, he got a rebellious spirit on him. He probably got jumped before, got beat up before. He probably got up and ate that shit. You don't know. Your ass always at work. So you call yourself giving him some body shots or yelling at him. He might listen to that shit for a while. But after a while, man, he might challenge you. One of my partners, his son called him out on the roof. Like, yo, what's up? Let's go up, you know, go to the roof, motherfucker. Like, let's brawl. And see, in the scripture says what? He who strike his father, they shall die. You can't put your hands on your mother and father. You got these kids out here fucking, you know, on World Star Hip Hop. These little hoes fighting their mother. You like, who's she fighting? Oh, that's her mother. Titties out and everything. You like, what the fuck is going on? Right? You got these little niggas challenging their father. Because they'll listen for a little bit. They'll act, yes, dad, yeah. You be like, yo, I want your ass in the house at 9 o'clock. He be like, man, 9 o'clock. He might do that shit for a while, but after a while, I'm telling you, that little nigga might fuck around and get rebellious. Then you might try to check him. Yo, I ain't playing with you. What? He kicked back up. Hey, man, you got some situations where kids, little niggas, done dust they pops off. You had one incident, the father, you could Google it, the father had took the tablets and video games from his kid. They shot his ass with his own gun, killed him. You know? So you got these a rebellious thug ass son though. He might got a little tool. You don't know. One of my homeboys in the world, it was a big car ring out in Jersey. I'm out in Bmore now, but out in Jersey, they was stealing like hella cars. The feds got involved, hot track hawks and shit. His son got grabbed up by the feds in that ring, car thief ring, and the feds told him. Well, I asked him. I'm like, yo, how the fuck your son is out here doing all this shit and like he got a dad like you? He like, yo. They call me Shant, as you know, they take the A and the I. He like, yo, Shant, man, I did not know this fucking little nigga was out here doing all this shit until he got caught. This nigga was like a miniature menace to fucking society. But you ain't know, because you think this nigga just outside with his friends. This motherfucker might be doing carjackings, catching bodies. Because the internet got these kids growing up fast. If he ain't no fucking weirdo in the house, just a fucking bug out, a computer, Gen Z, ADD, ADHD fucking weirdo, eating Cheetos and playing video games and fucking a weird ass. What are these new niggas? If he ain't that, he coming up under the spirit of being outside, being a little nigga, or he gonna be with the Lord, right? But you gotta brace yourself, right? After they have chastised him, them punishments don't work, right? Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out to the elders of the city unto the gates of the place. And they shall say to the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He would not hear our voice. He is a glut and a drunkard, meaning a fucking nigger. Know what I mean? He bumping that drill music. I won't even call it hip hop. He bumping the King Von. Nigga might got a couple tats. You don't know because he keep them covered up. He might got jumped in a gang or some shit. All he talk about is smoking weed, getting high, and fucking partying and fucking bitches, talking to girls. A fucking nigga. Right? Where we at? And the men of the city shall stone him with stones till he die. And thou shalt put away evil from amongst you, and Israel shall hear and fear. Right? So, that keep niggas down in Israel. And guess what? Just because you serve the Lord don't mean... Now, I wish the best for brothers. I ain't hating. But you gotta, no matter how thin you slice it, it's always two sides of the coin. Or two sides of the pie. You gotta take in consideration. Yo, my son might grow up to be a homosexual. You know, or my son, my daughter might be a lesbian. Or my son might be the next fucking Larry Hoover. He's an agent for Satan. See, in the ancient world, we got them, the nigga spirits like that. We ain't let them get, we got the motherfuckers up out of here. Whether it's your son, whatever. But on a rebellious son, you send that motherfucker back to the spirit world. And you ask the Lord, look, send me somebody else down this motherfucker. I'm going to fuck my wife and send me the next spirit back down here. Hopefully, that motherfucker ain't Absalom, you know? Because look, even though Absalom did what he did. Absalom with King David. He was a rebellious little nigga. But Joab put his ass down, which was the law ultimately. Because what? It says what? Honor thy mother and father so thy days may be long upon the earth. He was popping David's concubine in broad day on the roof. Absalom, to keep it real with you, Absalom was the first dude to make a porno. If you think about it. Absalom was wild. Joab caught his ass, threw some darts through his ass, killed him. But really it was the judgment of the Lord. And that's why a lot of these kids be dropping dead, because their days ain't long upon the earth, and they get taken out because they don't respect their parents. Right? You don't get along with your mother and father. You don't disrespect them. You just stay away from them, if that's the case, right? So that's the rebellious son. What we got? Let me get Luke, one of my favorite. This might run like an hour, but I can't cut this, man. I can't cut this. Luke, Mark. Hey man, that Mark of the Beast is coming. I've been using my phone so damn much with the Bible. Now that I'm in the actual Bible flipping pages, it feel like weird. Like everything is like digital now. Luke 14:26. Just like turning these pages. I haven't actually grabbed my sword physical Bible in a long time, man. A long time. If any man come to me and hate not his father, mother, wife, children, see, children, and brothers and sisters, his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Now you go into that word, hate, it means to forsake, right? Because a lot of brothers leave the truth to be a fucking family man. Oh, take care of my kids, or like, no. Listen. By the way, a father is not supposed to be there all the time. A father is guidance. A father provides guidance. Like a car, right? You put it in drive, the car's going to start moving. The car drives itself. All you do is guide it. You guide it. Your children, you guide them. You give them guidance. They come around once in a while and get some advice on life, and you let them go. You can't hover around these motherfuckers and just and waste all of your fucking years stressed out. People do it, worried about how this motherfucker going to turn out. You got a calling on your life for the Lord. You got to serve the Lord. You tell, hey, respect to the elder Bakar. Man, he beat his fucking kid's ass. If they ain't know them scriptures by Tuesday. And he told us in front of them. He like, right? They like, yeah. Ain't fucking playing. I'm like, yo, what if they ain't know them scriptures by Tuesday? He like, man, they got their fucking ass whooped. And I looked at, I always had respect for the elder, but every time I say, hats off, nigga. What his wife do? His wife ain't try to stop that shit. She was like, maybe she ain't like it, but she ain't try to stop it. It is ass whoop. Y'all niggas, not niggas, but men gotta stop fucking simping for these women, because that shit affect your whole fucking line. Your kids. Stop fucking simping, man. Chick ain't with your program, cut her off. The scriptures say that. If she go not as thou will, cut her off from thy flesh, give her a bill of divorce. And if you a man without a program, you need to get your shit together. A man got to have some type program. Whatever that program may be. Us as men of the Lord, the program is the Lord. But outside of that, we got things that we're doing. Hey, you might want to be the incense king. You tell your woman, look, babe, I'm the incense king. We make many different incense and sell them on the internet. She's supposed to be with that shit. She ain't supposed to laugh at you or be like, oh, you dumb as hell for that. You sound lame or some shit like that. Women were meant to be a helpmeet. And now this shit done went downhill so far that dudes done gay the fuck up. But you still got dudes out here simping to get commitment from these chicks. They want to be, but look, she ain't with your program dip. Life is great without women. You got to understand, man, a man's life is like a car, right? A regular car. You got the manual windows that you got to turn with your hand. You got the regular radio. You got cloth seats. You got regular AM FM radio. Just like the standard car, right? A woman is supposed to be. She's supposed to be the roll-up windows. She's supposed to be the heat, the air conditioner. She's supposed to be the 22-inch rims. She's supposed to be a computer chip, because that give you more horsepower and that give you more gas mileage. She's supposed to be the spark plugs. I just bought some spark plugs to put in my car. It gives you more gas mileage because when you do like Uber, Lyft, and shit like that, you burn a lot of gas. So you want to do better gas, get better gas mileage, right? But you buy the performance spark plugs, and it give you a couple more horsepower. A woman is air intake. She might be tinted windows that help from when the sun coming in to blind you and stuff like that. So Eve is just an upgrade. That's what she is. She's an upgrade to your life, but the car still fucking works and run well without her. So if she don't want to play ball or get with your program, cut her off. Don't commit to her. That's what I mean. But Israel be committing way too fucking fast, man. And these women don't like you. They show you that in the beginning. When they give you lip, there is plenty of signs. Y'all be ignoring the red flags. You cannot be the Lord's disciple. Look, these little niggas get of age 14, 15, 16. Your little daughters turn 15. They turn into little niggas. Fuck them. Try to save them, but you're not trying to save them to the point where you stop serving the Lord or even come off of your purpose as a man. You stop working out. You start stressing out. You stop eating right. Let Satan have them fucking niggas. If this was the ancient world, it'd be put down. And there ain't shit you could do about it. I watch people run themselves in the fucking grave behind their kids. And guess what? Put their whole life on pause. And guess what? Their kids still turn out to be fucking niggas. Listen, I'm not doing that shit, man. Back shout outs to the elder. He recently told his kids, like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing in here? They like, huh? He like, man, y'all got like 2 months to move the fuck up out of here because they like 21. I mean, they brothers. So with girls, it's a little different, but they work. He raised them right, but they was just comfortable being home. He told y'all, man, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas gotta kick rocks. You know what I mean? So now if your kids is dysfunctional, don't put them out because like if you ain't, they haven't been. But he raised them in the truth from birth. So they already, you know what I mean? But they was just like on some lazy lounge shit. But a lot of these kids, they be unstable. If you put them out too soon, they gonna go out there and that might be the end of them. And you might regret throwing them out too fast. You know what I mean? But you gotta be solid, man. You can't be us as men, fathers are disciplinaries. But you gotta remember, you got spirits coming back in the earth that ain't right. And it just might be your son, and it just might be your daughter. Right? Corey Holcomb. Check out Corey Holcomb, what he was saying about his daughter. Type that in. He kept it funky. I don't want to pull it up, get no strike, but type in YouTube, Corey Holcomb curses out his daughter. And he let you know, he let us straight up know. You ain't about to be exposing me or talking shit to me. I'm your father. You running that shit your fucking mother put in your head. You know? I ain't about to be running around this bitch stressed out, worried about you, especially if you're not listening to my lead. See, with these women, right, they want you to have responsibility with no authority. That shit don't work. If I'm responsible for something, I have authority over it. Like my car, I don't want you to smoke in it. I don't want you to eat in it. I don't want you to drive my car drunk. It's my car. I pay insurance for it. I'm responsible for this vehicle. Right? So you have to respect. I have authority to say what's what if I'm responsible for something. Responsibility without authority is slavery. And you're not a slave to your children. They're your servant. If anything, they're supposed to serve you. Now, you serve them as a father, but like, yo, if you're not going to, hey, my mother did that shit with me when I was young. She haven't actually threw me out, but she was like, yo, if you keep fucking up in the streets, because I don't want to say what happened. Some shit happened, and she got really mad. She was like, you going to have to just get out. Now, I don't know if she meant that or not, but she was like, you going to have to get out. I don't know where you're going to go, but you got to get out of here. Because I was being a nigga and my atrocities start getting worse. But the Lord eventually put his hands on me and, you know, I turned around. I made a 180. But you got to kick these little niggas out, right? Let me get Sirach 16:1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except for the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect the multitude, for one that is just is better than 1,000. And better, verse 3, and better is it to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. And why is it better? Because, look, man, you want to go to the beach? Because, listen, this is another thing. If you got a woman and you ain't trying to have kids with her, do not move in with her. Get your own shit or move with the brothers or a brother. Do the roommate thing till you get your own shit. Because men keep each other tight. Yo, bro, you got to start cleaning up a little bit. You got to do some fucking push-ups. You getting fat, man. Or like, yo, you ain't on your shit. He be like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Woman weaken you. She gonna want to lay up and watch TV all day. Blow your rod. Watch Netflix. Order Domino's and fucking Papa John's. That's what women, you don't get mad. That's what they like to do. Women are comfort creatures. They don't like work and shit like that. They was never meant to play the work field. But Esau threw them out in the work field to disrupt the family structure. But women love laying up, ordering food, having sex, watching TV for hours. That shit will fuck a man up. Fuck you up big time. But, see, that's why if you live with them, you trap. You like, damn, like I live, it's her house too. That's why men wind up having, men can have a 2,500 foot house, 25,000 feet, Salakia house. And he building a fucking man cave in the back. But you be like, yo, that big ass house and you building a fucking man cave? And guess what? They even gonna penetrate the man cave. Cause you be like, yo, why do men have a fucking man cave? Because the woman have fucking destroyed his peace with the kids, the toys, the fucking the music they listen to. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Imagine, imagine you frustrated. You fucked up a money deal or some shit. Or something ain't go right. You trying to meditate on the scriptures or the Lord. Or maybe you did the brother wrong. You trying to think about it. Or you trying to, or whatever, Things you need to repent from. The scriptures say examine yourself. So how the fuck you going to examine yourself and your situation without peace and quiet and focusing and thought, with noise running around, babies crying and shit? Your woman, hey babe, what you think about this house? Because with women, they always want to move. They care about things of the world, like the scriptures say. They always trying to go up to the next level. And you the guy that's going to take them there. Hey, look at this house over here. Look, check this out. And, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you was studying, but you busy? Because they'll say that shit. You busy? Like, yo, you see I'm fucking busy. But they would still say, interrupt. What you think about this backyard? This will be good for John Tay. And you're like, oh man, like, and things like that is relevant. But like when you're trying to focus and shit, or the shit that they want to watch on TV, we don't look at shit like that. Things that the music they listen to, we don't listen to that shit. All of that shit disrupts a man's focus. So look, man, if you ain't trying to, I wouldn't advise it. You want to have kids. Do your thing. It ain't a sin. It ain't wrong. It's not wise, I would say. Pull that scripture in a minute. But look, if you were a woman and you don't plan on having kids, do not cohabitate. Your situation is that bad, check into a fucking homeless shelter. If it's that bad. Or get a roommate with one of your friends for a while. If it's that bad. Because a lot of times, dude, move in these situations, domestic violence, you more prone to domestic violence. She gonna frustrate you, you're gonna start lashing out. You're more likely to hit her or some shit. Y'all see each other's skeletons. You might see her bloody panties or some shit like that. Or, you might not wash up in 2 days. She might be like, you stink, dirty motherfucker. Like, now she don't look at you the same. Like, so like all this shit become like exposed to the eye when you live with Eve, So you want to create that distance, and women love mystery, right? You want to remain a mystery guy. Because once they got you conquered and figured out, they're going to make you more of a slave. And if you don't become more of a slave, they're going to leave you. And they don't necessarily have to physically leave you. They can leave you like emotionally and be fucking with somebody else while you still doing what you do. And they eventually stop having sex with you. That's the number one major sign she left you, but still there. You see her, you touch her, you lay next to her, but you might have sex with her like once or twice a month, and she constantly denying you. So you want to create create distance and you want to create mystery. Little basic game for you brothers. 23 and 29. Right? Let me get a couple more precepts and we out of here at the hour marker. Luke 23 and 29. Oh, that's 22. Salakia. Like I said, I've been using my phone. For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bear, and the paps that never gave suck. And this is what Yahweh Shah said. So, blessed are the wombs that bear, that are barren, Salakia, and the paps that never gave suck. Meaning it's going to be a blessing not to have children. Why? Because these children is going to be turning into monsters, little fucking demons, right? And you're going to be like, damn, you know, I gave up my life as a man to be adventurous and to go fishing and go to this land and to go to that land and see the beauty of the Lord and do research and work out and meet different people and see different brothers in different states. I gave that shit up for this little motherfucker to turn into a little nigger. So people gonna realize that, hey, you ask some of these Gen Zs out here, do a little survey like, hey, you wanna have children someday? A lot of them motherfuckers tell you, no, hell no. These little niggas will tell you, I ain't having no kids. Motherfuckers getting their tubes tied. Dudes getting they bought the vasectomy. I ain't promoting this, but this is what's going on. And a lot of people got in their mind, fuck kids. I ain't having no kids. Hell no. I seen what my mother went through. The reason I ain't got none, you know, the Lord's mercy, but I seen a lot of shit my friends was going through. I'm like, God damn, y'all lives is fuck. Hell no. I was scared. I'm like, shit. One brothers before in the other camp, they was like, you scared to be a father. I'm like, and kind of they was right. I wasn't scared in the sense of like responsibilities, but it was just like, yo, the way this world is, like, I'll be a great dad, but then I could easily turn into the most fucked up dad ever if my kid turned out to be from fucking Satan. And if some bitch thinks she about to leave me and use this little nigga to control me, to get me to do what she want me to do, hell fucking no. Never. It will be a cold day in hell before that go down. We gonna keep serving the Lord and walking the path the Lord got us. So ain't nobody knocking us off of that shit. No kids, nothing. Even your personal endeavors as a man. Hey, that Meek Mill shit, she wasn't listening to me. I had to go and get it in between my baby mother. What song is that? Used to G5 fight, now it's the part-time. Early block morning until it's dark time. I'm trying to think of that song. We all shine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he had a part in the song like, look, I had to tell my baby mother, like, yo, you trying to stick me down as a family man. I can't be the man you need me to be living under these conditions. So he went out to go get it and came back as a rapper and now she on his right. Oh, baby, you did it. But yeah, you lead the way. You walk the path. They follow your lead. You move, they move with you. You got dudes leaving and moving because they chick left. And you got to follow behind. Oh, man, she got my son. She got my daughter. I guess I'm moving to Utah now. You might live in fucking Midtown Manhattan. You go to fucking Salt Lake City or some fucking in the woods with the Mormons somewhere. Why? Because she got your son. And she only went there thinking you wouldn't follow her because she got tired of your ass. So she took the kid with her and you packed up your shit and followed behind her. Right? You moving all over the country trying to get into different camps. Hey, what's up, brothers? I'm from this camp. No, fuck her and fuck the kids. That's what the Lord said. You got to be willing in so many words. Now you take, like I said, you take care of the kids. You do your shit as a man, as a father. It said, he who do not take care of his own is worse than an infidel. 1 Timothy 5:8. I ain't going to get it because I'm about to close out. But never gave suck. Hey, shout out to the elder, man. I was just thinking, he kind of like the perfect example because he got kids and a family and a wife, and he do his thing as a father and a husband, but he's still traveling lands. He in fucking he going to Honduras, Central America. He's traveling, going to California. He on his workout shit. You know what I mean? He got his gear and his jewelry. That's the balance. And he told his kids, like, listen, I'm not playing with y'all niggas. Hey, that's the balance. Like, yo, you show some motherfucking respect. You serve the Lord. I did what I could do for you. Now, you take your ass out in the world and be all that you can be. But life goes on. 3 things I can say about life. It goes on, right? So we got that. Yeah. So, man, I'm going to close it out, man. Look, the Lord can save your household. Even if your son's rebellious, the Lord can be like, damn, this is my prophet. If I kill these little niggas, when the kingdom come, he going to be looking for him. He going to be sad as hell in the beginning of the kingdom, maybe. I don't know. But you know what? I'm a deliver his family. Acts 16:31 tell you that. You know what I mean? He was saved you and thy house, you know, if you serving him. Or he could destroy your family, especially if you forsook him for your family. That's the key. So at the end of the day, man, look, this is the point. Be a man. Take care of your responsibilities. Do right by your wife. And the scripture say, be not bitter towards your wife, right? Do right by your wife. Treat her nice. Give her the rod. Take her places. If she's moving accordingly, raise your sons to the best that you could. If they turn out to be niggas, fuck them. They don't want to serve the Lord. They of age, let the motherfuckers go. Your daughter turn out to be a little whore, fuck it. You can't do shit about it. All you gonna do is lose hair and stress the fuck out. She wanna be out there getting jumped off, sleeping with multiple rods. She might turn into a lesbo, whatever the fuck she's doing. You ain't gonna be able to control that shit. Even if you was around, they gonna still find a way to serve Satan. Remember, we was once little niggas too. You got women jumping out the fucking window. Yo, I had this badass, before we go, quick testimony. Redbone chick named Tamika from Passaic, New Jersey. I never forget her. One of my first fine-ass women. Probably the finest chick I ever had, to be honest with you. 16 years old. Yo, she used to come from Passaic. Sneak out sometimes. Or this time, she lied and said she was at her cousin's house. But they wound up coming down to Irvington, New Jersey, where I was at the time. Yo, she fucking climbed up. I had like bars. My mother, she had like bars on the house. She went to the side of the house and climbed up the gate and climbed up the side of the house and climbed through the second floor window to get to me. I got caught because when she was climbing up the side of the houses was close. She kicked the neighbor's window too hard. And when the neighbor looked and seen her, he rang the doorbell. Like, yo, you got somebody climbing up the side of your motherfucking house. So Mom Duke's like, she went like, oh, these niggas think they slick, right? So she banging on the door hard as hell, and she was like, I know she in there, this and that. I was like, damn, man. So I had to like, I don't know, I think I was too young to get a telly. I forgot what we went to do that night, but she was too fond to just be letting her. You know, I was simping at the time. Something that fine. The elder was simping. I wasn't letting that shit walk out there dolo like that, right? So I forgot. We went somewhere. I wound up going back to her crib or some shit like that because her mother was cool with me, too, in a sense, you know, because I knew how to play the role, and that's what little niggas do in front of their parents. Yes, daddy, yes. But I'm telling you, they be fucking treacherous as hell. So with that being said, may the Lord bless y'all brothers' children. They turn out to be the best thing possible. But the elect is the elect, whether they related to us or not. And if they not of the elect and the Lord destroy them, they turn out to be wicked as hell. Don't get caught up behind that shit. You got to keep marching on to the kingdom. And with that, Lord willing, that was edifying. We out of here. Shalom.